November the 22nd, 2017 is a very important date for this video. And no, that date is not my birthday. Contrary to reports in the media, I am indeed not 3 years old. But maybe this hairless face says different. No, November the 22nd, 2017 was actually the first time Bobby Burns and Shane Dawson first truly interacted with each other after Bobby Burns uploaded a video titled Shane Dawson, the Demonetized Word Theorist. And in this video, well-established YouTuber Bobby Burns, who is known for his film videos, his commentary videos, and just in general, some bloody good videos, decided to do what no one else at the time was daring do, and that was criticize Shane Dawson. And now I say that sounds absolutely bizarre considering the climate of YouTube in 2020. I'm pretty sure everyone is criticizing that guy at the moment. Yeah, this video, it was something, and it's fair to say, this video went down absolutely fantastically. Okay, no, but seriously, in this video, Bobby basically criticised Shane for his methods and tactics of grasping people's attentions in specific videos that Shane was uploading, and just in general, Bobby seemed to not really be much of a fan of Shane Dawson.
Guys, today's video has been made possible by our beautiful, incredible, fantastic, just gorgeous, perfect, incredible patrons. If you would like to become a patron, you can visit the link down in the description below.
Now, like me, you may have a brain size of a Marifat pea, and you might not have been able to clock that in that clip, Bobby was indeed mocking Shane Dawson. When I first saw this, I thought, is the guy okay? Is he alright? And then I realised, oh wait, he's mocking Shane. Maybe I need brain surgery.
Guys! Today's video has been made possible by our beautiful, incredible, fantastic, just gorgeous, perfect, incredible patrons.
We just did a podcast with Sierra Green! And she is a character at Universal, and she plays a monster, and told us all the inside tea about what it's like to be...
Sorry. It's a Shane Dawson video. I thought we had to use that sound effect. Moving on. So yeah, I think it's fair to say Bobby clearly had a bit of an issue with Shane Dawson's content and how he markets his content. And this video also came about with the very famous YouTube phrase of where Bobby described Shane Dawson's content as terrible content. I think it's fair to say Bobby Burns wasn't exactly Shane Dawson's biggest fan, but despite the dislikes and despite the controversy, Bobby Burns at the time, as I said, was one of the most beloved YouTube commentators. He was bibbidi-babbidi bonging on YouTube, and that was meant to say banging, but we'll keep it right there. He was bonging on YouTube, and that actually sounds even worse. Jesus Christ. And yeah, the video gained some traction, it got some views, and then he ended up meeting Shane Dawson, which was absolutely bizarre, and then he ended up doing a series with Shane Dawson, and then they recorded more videos together, and then Bobby even got his own series on the channel. It was pretty bizarre at the time, but as needless to say, Bobby was doing great. He was getting tons of views and tons of subscribers from Shane Dawson, and really, I was nothing but happy for the guy. But like all good things, it has to come to an end eventually, and 2 years down the line, it is a very different timeline for both of the guys. Shane Dawson is obviously being criticised by everyone, and Bobby Burns' channel has kind of just gone rogue, and I don't mean that in a mean way. Basically, his channel just isn't getting the views that it used to do, and he's also obviously not making the content that he used to make on that channel. And today, we are going to discuss this and how I believe Shane Dawson inadvertently, or maybe intentionally, ruined Bobby Burns' career. But before we get into any of that, I want to say for once I'm actually being paid, and this video is indeed sponsored by Filmora 9. Now think of it like this, my friends. One day you're just walking down your street by yourself, you're having a nice old time, and boom, you get a little YouTube notification from me, Television, and you think, you know what? I kind of want to be like that guy. Now personally, I don't know why you would feel like that, but you actually now can with Filmora 9. Filmora 9 is an easy to use, affordable editing software where you can have fun and create whatever videos you want, whether it's commentary videos for some reason or vlog videos. You can just have a great time on this editing software, and even if you're a beginner, that's even better because Filmora 9 is just so easy to learn and easy to use. So if you want to learn the trade of getting into video sharing websites, I would highly suggest starting with Filmora 9. Now Filmora 9 comes with lots of effects to use, titles, transitions, such as this glitch effect right here. Whoa guys, I'm glitching out. Yeah, you get the point. It comes with a lot of stuff which is great for beginners. And seriously, this is actually a really great editing software. There's obviously much more complicated things out there such as Premiere Pro, but Filmora 9 is just really good to get into video editing because it's just in general so easy to use. It's fun and it's creative, and there's even a mobile version, so you can go edit this video right now when you're walking down the street and playing Pokemon Go? Okay, yeah, so you're probably wondering at this point, is Filmora 9 affordable? And yes, it is more affordable than the average editing software out there, such as Adobe Premiere Pro. It's not free, I'm not going to say that, but you can get the free trial with the link in the description. So go click on that link and get editing with Filmora 9, and maybe, just maybe, you can become me. I'm not sure why you'd want to do that, but you can become me if you want to with this editing software. But my advice would be aspiring to be somebody like Mr. Beast. But yeah, thank you so much to Filmora 9 for sponsoring this video. Big up Filmora for paying my rent, but yes, let's get straight into it and discuss why I believe the moment Bobby met Shane was basically the beginning of the end of his YouTube career.
God, what's like this opening? It's cool.
Hello.
Hi!
What you doing, man?
Oh my god. Oh, a hug! Oh my god.
It's a good sign.
You smell good.
Hey.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you do smell good. Thank you. What a pleasure.
I mean, I took a shower.
No, that's good. I don't do that, so.
Oh, come on in.
Now this was a very, very strange time on YouTube. I mean, we're spanning back quite a while here. This was back when Zoella dropped her £50 million advent calendar. It was a weird time. And to see such a major creator like Shane Dawson interacting with one of the guys who the big guys probably looked down upon on the time because they saw commentators back then as pretty much scum, and maybe we actually are. But it was weird. And one of the main reasons I'm making this video is because I've also experienced this in the past. Obviously back in the day, I was actually known for criticizing Zoella for releasing an advent calendar, which I just mentioned. I thought at the time, and still think to this day, that this advent calendar was absolute trash, and for the price tag, I thought it was complete awful. So, you know, back then I was a little bit more mouthy. I decided to call Zoella a bellend, and then fast forward a few months down the line, and I'm sat in front with the accused bellend's husband in a 4-hour podcast. It was really fucking awkward, I can't lie. So with my experience of meeting other major creators that I've criticised, I can kind of empathise with Bobby if he went through a phase of kind of thinking, did I go too far? Was I too mean in these videos? Or were they just in general not justified? Because you can think that after meeting somebody in person after you criticise them on the internet. In person, there is just going to be more of an empathetic connection there because you've met them in person. It's way different than saying something over the internet. And for some people, it may restrict them from making videos that they were making in the past. You may think to yourself, oh, maybe I'm a dick. And then some people like myself maybe think, no, I'm justified in what I do. Now, I can't prove that this is the case with Bobby. There's no way I can do that, but it's just my perception of what I've seen. There's no coincidence that he went to LA and then pretty much everything went downhill in terms of his content on YouTube afterwards. And maybe Shane Dawson planned it, maybe he didn't. But just with my personal experience of YouTubers, every time I meet one I've criticized, they're clearly always egging me personally on to stop making commentary videos. That's just my experience. I don't know about if it was like that with Shane, but maybe it was. Dun dun dun! With Bobby calling out Shane Dawson for making
Terrible content.
and then making videos with him, it did kind of make a lot of people think, well, is your video now redundant? And maybe Bobby began to think that. And again, this is an opinion piece. All my videos are opinion pieces. I don't know Bobby Burns, but I felt like with these interactions with Shane, with Ryland, and with everyone else in that group, maybe Bobby Burns really did begin to change his mind on commentary. So some people may hear that and argue that this was basically Bobby's fault because he was possibly not making videos that he truly believes in. And yeah, I actually kind of sort of think that, but at the same time I don't.
Hey, what's up you guys? Okay, I know what you're thinking, Shane. Why are you posting a video on a Sunday? I don't understand. What is this? Well, that's because today is not going to be my video. So you guys remember a few months ago, I flew in a hater, Bobby Burns, to come make some videos with me on my channel. And we had a lot of fun, and I just really enjoyed working with him, and I thought he had a lot of talent. So while he was here, we told you guys that we wanted to do some type of series on my channel on Sundays that would be his thing. And I'm gonna let him do whatever he wants. I trust him, I like his stuff, and I'm very curious to see what he does, so hopefully you guys are too. So this is episode 1 of the show he made. All right, enjoy the video. Bye.
Hi there.
Now, when I first saw this, I genuinely believed this to be so cool, you know? Two guys who were criticizing each other in a video before, now working together. It was really nice to see, especially with Bobby getting his own series. I thought nothing could really go wrong here. But then 2 years down the line, Shane Dawson has unlisted videos with Bobby Burns, which just in general puts a bad taste in my mouth. And with that, I really can't help but think that maybe at the time Shane Dawson was just trying to eliminate the criticism out there about him. This was realistically the only major commentary video about Shane at the time, so maybe it was all just to get people to stop criticizing him. I don't know if that just sounds like a crazy tinfoil theory, but I don't know, man, it does just seem kind of suspicious. The fact that there hasn't really been any public interactions between these two since 2018, I don't know, it is very, very, very sus. And some people may argue that the video didn't get much views, but to be honest, Shane Dawson has videos on his channels that have low views. Well, low views for Shane Dawson. I don't really think it's necessarily fair if he took down this one specific video because it had low views.
Okay, so here's Sawyer. Hi. Good morning. It is morning, and I hate it. My body should be dead in the ground right now. Okay, Sawyer, so how did we meet?
Now, to this day, seeing Bobby switch to vlogs was a bit of a weird experience for a lot of people that had regularly watched his video for around a year or so, and to this day, it's still a bit weird for me to see Bobby Burns making vlogs when all I really know the guy for is his commentary videos. And I think the massive switch up in content is naturally the reason he began to get less and less viewers, and which I can actually understand that. I mean, just imagine one day I'm uploading the critique of Onision, and the next day I upload a fucking chubby bunny challenge. I think it would be a little bit off-putting. I don't believe anyone left Bobby's channel because he was being a little bit hypocritical. I believe people left the channel because of the switch up in content, which I think he decided to do because of his interactions with Shane, Ryland, Garrett, and everyone else there. But not only were his interactions with Shane and Ryland the reason I believe that he switched up his content, but also I think when you have a massive fan base coming over to your channel who aren't used to the content you make, especially after you've critiqued the guy, it's obviously gonna end up in a bit of backlash down the line because these people didn't like you at first and now they're kind of being told to like you by Shane, and it's just a little bit of a strange one, you know? I mean, imagine if Zoella brought me onto her channel. I'm not gonna expect them to come over to my channel and like me for a year. I mean, maybe for one video it might work, but I don't think down the line it was necessarily a good plan, and I think Shane Dawson should have thought about this, and that sounds like such a weird criticism to critique somebody for giving them a collab, but honestly, I think he should have really thought about this. And with all the negativity coming from all angles, including commentary channels like myself, it clearly hit Bobby, and I think that also changed the guy's perception on this whole YouTube scene itself.
To have been part of the commentary community, and then to have succeeded out of it, and then to feel like every part of that community that I feel like I helped build part of. Not that I started it or any of that bullshit, but like, I feel like I did help to further it a little bit with the stuff that my brother and I were doing, because I think it was super unique and really cool. But it just felt almost like everyone that I had tried to help build and reach out to just turned on me.
I feel like it really shows in this clip that Bobby felt extremely mistreated by the community in general, and that's just quite a shame because it's clearly changed the guy's overall perception of the YouTube community after his collaboration with Shane Dawson. And again, it does just kind of show inadvertently like none of this would have happened if these collaborations on Shane's channel didn't happen. And I'm not really saying this is anyone's fault, to be honest. I just think this is the natural path that it's taken. and just in general that it's pretty sad. But I do have to ask the question of why Shane didn't come out and in general defend the guy, because Bobby's defended Shane in the past, so why did he not defend Bobby? It's in general just a bit of a sad situation.
And it was the weirdest feeling because it wasn't just criticism, it was like nasty videos. Like people being like calling my girlfriend a like many times in a video. Like, that fucking sucks. Like, she didn't do anything.
Now, I don't know who said these things, but if you did, you're genuinely a trash person. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to be in commentary for the rest of my life. One day, I may want to go create some cinematic masterpiece, because I fully acknowledge this channel, it's not exactly a cinematic masterpiece, and maybe one day, I might want to make, I don't know, an MCU film. I don't think Kevin Feige's going to be ringing me anytime soon, but maybe, just maybe down the line, it'll happen. But now I'm scared that someone's going to message my girlfriend saying, "Hey, you're really ugly, and can you please tell your boyfriend to make another Onision video?" If that happens, I'm going to be a little bit sad. But if you don't want me to be sad, and you clearly don't because you're on this video right now, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Genuinely, I'm trying to hit 600,000 subs by the end of the year, and if you subscribe right now, I promise I will stop saying genuinely in videos and my opinion. So, if you want that, subscribe right now, because I'm getting sick or tired of saying genuinely, and I would really appreciate it. And also, if you want, drop a like. It's more of a bonus, really. Now, getting back into it, I want to talk about Shane Dawson's treatment overall of Bobby Burns, because I did mention he probably should have thought more about bringing Bobby onto his channel, giving him a series, and doing multiple videos with him. And as I said, it sounds crazy to critique somebody for that, but seeing that Shane has unlisted videos, and seeing that they no longer clearly publicly interact, it's a little bit sad for me to see. And I'm not just saying this because Shane Dawson is public enemy number one. I fully acknowledge that 2 years ago, we loved the guy's content, and to be honest, I find it very strange that some people are pretending that the entire internet 2 years ago wasn't watching Shane Dawson videos. The guy was getting 20 million views a piece. It's fine to admit that you've changed your opinion, but can we stop pretending that we just didn't watch this guy? Because we all did, and it's very strange that some people pretend not to. And okay, if you didn't, well done. Well done, Mr. I was ahead of the curve. What do you want? A fucking cookie? Well, you can't, because I don't have any. But yeah, Bobby tweeted out that saying he was not fired by Shane Dawson and he just wanted to focus on his own content, which was probably true. But then some of the content on Shane's channel was removed. And it's clear Shane acknowledged that some of his fans were being harsh towards Bobby as he spoke about this on Snapchat. Yes, apparently people still use Snapchat.
Hey guys, I wanted to talk about the Bobby Burns situation a little bit, because I haven't really said anything about it, because I didn't think I needed to, because I felt kind of like, oh, it's just people talking and stuff. But I think it is affecting him. I mean, I know it's affecting him. I've talked to him about it. And I've been a little out of the loop, so when I saw all of the comments and stuff, I was like, okay, like, I should say something. There's no drama, there's no issues with me and Bobby, there's not, like, literally no tea to be spilled. I wish there was, but there's not, it's tealess. I think in general, it was a lot, like, him moving here to start the show on my channel, we didn't completely know what it was yet, like, all of it happened really fast, and I think it was, like, overwhelming and stressful.
Now, I understand what Shane is saying here, but surely he should have thought with all of his experience that bringing in a 20-year-old dude who didn't live in LA before to the show to make videos and to do so much and have so much attention was probably gonna stress the guy out. I don't understand why he didn't think this in the first place.
And I was, like, going crazy over it, just being like, is this good enough? Are people gonna not like it? What if they don't like you? And then is that gonna affect you? And then he was going crazy over it, like, oh, is this good enough? Like, it was just like a lot, right? And it got to a point where I was like, I think you need to take a break, focus on your channel and your thing.
Now in this video, Shane Dawson is around 29 years old, and I don't always bring up age only in specific situations, but I think at this age, you should have a bit of a concept of what happens in the real world, especially when you have worked in Hollywood. I mean, I don't know if it's an exaggeration to say this film is It's Hollywood. Personally, for me, it's cinema. Scorsese level cinema. I can't even make the joke. Just go watch this video. But yeah, I feel like Shane Dawson has a concept of how the whole game works, and maybe he should have thought about all this before giving Bobby so much and then practically just dropping him publicly. They may speak privately. I don't know. The Snapchat that I just played is over 2 years ago now, and that is pretty much the last time Shane Dawson has acknowledged the whole Bobby Brown situation. So even if they are speaking in private, I personally think that Shane should make more statements about this. And even if Bobby disagrees with that, this is just my opinion. I really think Shane should have come out a long time ago and said more. Now, I don't think Shane Dawson had this master plan to take over commentary and destroy Bobby Burns. Maybe that would be more cool though. Maybe it would be cool if there was a hoax there. I don't think that's the case. I think Shane Dawson did inadvertently ruin the guy's career through his misjudgment of how this would all plan out in the future. If Zoella wanted to do a series of me, I don't think it would necessarily go down too well for me, because I would say, hold up Zoe, that £100 advent calendar you're coming out this November, probably don't do that. And then the Zoella fans would come over and cancel me, so that wouldn't be very good, and I fully acknowledge that. So in the penultimate of this whole thing, I feel like the reason Bobby Burns had his career ruined by Shane was basically because he met so many people, he got that experience of LA curators, and maybe possibly thought that he can no longer criticize these people because he knows them, but also pressure can get to you, man. With millions of people coming over, you may respond to it in a bad way. I feel like Shane should have probably acknowledged this and tried to help out Bobby Burns more. I'm not trying to be so overly critical of helping somebody with a collab, but when you're Shane Dawson and you have so much attention on you, bringing that attention over to somebody so critical of you, to me, isn't the wisest of ideas. So in conclusion, I really truly do feel bad for Bobby Burns, and I hope his music is going well, because that's clearly what he wants to focus on. I know he probably hates videos like this, but at the end of the day, it is just my opinion, and I really do wish the best for the guy. Bobby nowadays has an OnlyFans, and he is just creating things which he seems to enjoy, so I'm happy for him on that aspect. To end this video, I just want to say I'm probably never going to cover this topic again, because I feel like I've covered everything that needs to be covered in the last few years. I wish nothing but the best for the guy, and yeah, that is the end of the video. Please don't forget to subscribe, and please don't forget to like this video. I am trying to hit 600k, so it would mean the world. And also, please go follow my Twitter at inabber69, it's there in the description, and also my Instagram at inabberxd. That is the ending of this video. I probably will have some form of collab coming out soon, something more lighthearted than my last two videos, but thank you so much for coming along. Shane Dawson, I don't know what you're doing, but maybe drop Bobby Burns a message. Peace out, people. Have a good day.